Hey, this is Knife Standards. Today I'm going to be doing a quick unboxing and first impressions of this knife from CKF. But just a quick heads up, I actually was so excited about this knife and so pumped up to see it and to handle it. I actually already opened this up, so it's not really a true unboxing, unpouching, but it will be a first impressions video, and I am going to get it out of this pouch, but I already did take a look at it and flipped it a few times. So let's go ahead and get into it. But first, please follow me at Knife Standards. You can follow me on Instagram, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for a lot more knife content and weekly knife reviews. All right, cool. So let's get into it and let's talk about what this is. It is from CKF, Custom Knife Factory. That's what it stands for. This is the Snafu 3.0. I saw this online. I saw there was going to be a drop. I missed the first drop. Second drop, I got lucky, got a hold of it, and they're actually, so this is the Snafu 3.0, and there are 3 versions of the Snafu 3.0, 3 different milling patterns. So I think this is pattern C that I got. So let's go ahead and open it up. It's a really kind of nice taco, super padded knife pouch, taco pouch. And we have this, which I'll talk about in a second. And then we have the knife. So I'll set that down. It also came with a COA card. The knife has a number, and it's signed by the maker and all that stuff. So before I get into this, real quick, just a little bit about Custom Knife Factory. If you don't know, the knife is made in Russia. It's a Russian company. They OEM for different designers and makers, and usually their stuff is super high-end, really limited. They do these collaborations, and the collaboration might drop once a year or even less often than that, with a particular designer or maker. So usually these knives are really top quality, high-end materials, and hard to get. And kind of once they do the drop, that's it for a while. So they make the Evo, if you've seen that, and they make what was the other one? The 520. So if you've seen any of those, that is CKF, and those are all collaborations with different designers and makers. So I know you guys are pumped up to see what is in this cloth, and the microfiber cloth came with it. But first, I want to talk about what's in here. So at first I thought this was just extra bearings. You can see the multi-row bearings, but it's actually hardware, and there's thumb studs, there's the washers, there's the multi-row bearings, extra pivot, screws, and thumb studs. Also, steel lock bar insert. So this is really awesome. Yeah, sure, the knife was pretty damn expensive, but this should any knife over $200 should come with this stuff. And the only other company that is doing this currently that I'm aware of is MBK, Monterey Bay Knives. So shout out to them. They just started including extra hardware, an extra set of hardware with their latest run of OGs and mini OGs. So this is a big plus already. First impressions of what comes with the knife, really damn cool. So I'm sure you guys are all getting pissed, like, damn it, Knife Standards, open the damn cloth, we want to see the knife. So 4 minutes and 32 seconds, he opens the damn knife. So let's go ahead and get it unwrapped. So it did come with this microfiber cloth. If you can see, it says, it's like the CKF little imprint logo. We'll put that to the side. And now for what you guys have been waiting for, the Snafu 3.0. Perfectly centered. This is a titanium frame lock. as you can see. It is also an integral knife, not an integral knife. This is an integral. So, although nothing against Southern accents, I love you guys. So basically that means that it's one solid piece of titanium. It's not sandwiched together with two pieces and then, you know, screwed together with the pivot and the hardware screws. No hardware screws down here. It is just one solid piece. So, of course, integral knives are going to be more expensive. From what I understand, they're much harder to machine because it is one solid piece of titanium. So one thing that I noticed right away when I got the knife was the finishing. It is titanium. The handles are handles. The handle is titanium, and the milling pattern is just so damn cool. They had 3 different milling patterns. One of them kind of had these straight lines going across. One of them had just tiny little holes in the middle, and then of course this was my favorite. It has the milling on the back and on the sides, even on both sides, and it just provides a little bit of extra grip. But we'll talk about that more in a little bit. Now, let's go ahead and flip the knife. 6 minutes in. Flip the damn knife standards. All right, let's do it. Oh my gosh. So nice. The detent is dialed in. You know, sometimes on integral knives, the detent is a little bit light. This does not feel light at all. And spoiler alert, the action, the closing action is ridiculous. So let's see it. Oh man. Guillotine. Straight guillotine. The flipper is great. Closing action is insane. And another thing that, you know, it was kind of, let me wipe this off, it's getting a little sweaty in here. Another thing that really turned me on to this knife was not only that it's, you know, integral knife, it's limited edition, it's M390, it's titanium, but also it has these Damascus accents. So it has the pivot collar right here. You can see the CKF logo, and then it also has it's kind of bad lighting for the Damascus, but this ridiculous, really nice Damascus clip. Yeah, you can see the details and little swirls of titanium. Really, really damn cool. So let's check out the lockup. Pretty good. I think that if it was any earlier, I would be mad, but I think that's just about right, about 25%. Again, the action is insane. Another thing that turned me on to this knife when I first saw it was there are multiple deployment methods. So we can flip it with the regular flipper tab. We can also use the thumb studs, which I'm a huge fan of. I really like thumb stud knives. I feel like actually the thumb stud is the most effective way of opening this knife. That it feels the most solid when I flip the thumb studs. And also we got the fuller, which is really nice and knocked down, not sharp at all. And I can get my middle finger in there and middle finger flick it. So 3 different ways to open the knife. I think that's a huge plus. First impressions are going really well so far with this knife. Now, I'm not sure if you can tell on camera because this does look just like plain titanium, or maybe even like a dark stonewash or like a blasted finish on the titanium, but it's actually anodized. So this is anodized bronze. It's even in the right light, it's a little bit hard to see, but this is bronze anodized titanium. We got, and also I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I think the hardware might be zirconium. I think the thumb studs might be zirconium, and I'm not sure about the pivot, but I should find that out. Because they list zirconium in the, let me see. Yeah, it says integral, titanium, Damascus, and Zirc. So on the COA card, there is Zerk somewhere. I'm assuming it's the thumb studs, maybe the pivot. Can you guys see where else it would be? I'm assuming the hardware is zirconium, but let me know if you guys know any better than I do. I'm still getting comfortable with this knife. Now, let's take a look at the blade finish. Whew. Really nice. You know, they call this a, I guess they call it a complex grind, which, you know, not to be confused with a compound grind. I should really find out the difference. Who knows what the difference between complex and compound? But you can see there's satin flats, a nice little swedge, and then yeah. So then this the belly is this is a flat grind. Thin, of course, not as thin as a hollow grind, but really pretty sweet. Super sharp. And of course we have a finger choil, which kind of just sets this knife off. The jimping is great. The finger choil was just such a smart addition. Super comfortable in hand. First impressions, guys, it's just a ridiculous knife. It's not cheap. This is like 600 plus. Not easy to get. I think they dropped all of them. I think it was NC Blade, and that was that. So I'm not, of course you can check, you know, knife swap and stuff. These do pop up occasionally. I'm definitely gonna be doing a full review of this knife coming up soon. Yes, I will carry this knife. Will I do any crazy cutting with it? That's yet to be seen. I'm not sure. Interesting little grind on the bevel. It's kind of in two sections, almost like a tanto. Anyway, I'll go ahead and get this guy in pocket, carry it around a little bit, see what I think, and then I'll get back to you with my full review. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Knife Standards. Oh, you know what? I haven't tried the middle finger flick. Uh-oh. Yep, easy. This knife is freaking awesome. Love this thing. Okay, definitely this is like for sure Grail alert. 100% Grail alert. Outstanding first impression. So thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you for subscribing. Thanks for following on Instagram. Feel free to DM me any questions or let me know if I messed up, or you know, you have more info on something I said or better info. I'm always up for learning more about knives and talking about knives. Definitely one of my favorite things to talk about. So thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you later. This has been Knife Standards.